Students at Xavier University head back to the classroom today.
That's right, and Local 12's Clancy Burke joins us live from campus to explain how the school is balancing safety with a return to normal. Hello, Clancy.
Hey, Bob. University officials tell me this year they're returning to normal. They want to get back to that in-person experience that students know and they love and they come to college expecting. But not surprisingly, there are some changes. And one of them is the fact that I'm even standing here right now talking to you. Students at Xavier moved onto campus last week, and then they're going to be starting classes today, which is a week earlier than usual. The reason they're doing this is because they want all students to return home before Thanksgiving, and then they're not coming back on campus until the new semester. With the uncertainties of the pandemic, Chief Student Affairs Officer David Johnson told me they wanted to play it safe, since we know last year there was a spike during the holiday season. This year, students are required to wear masks indoors, with the exception of residence halls and when they're eating in the dining hall. Xavier will continue offering COVID testing to students and faculty members, and Johnson said they're working closely with TriHealth to make the most informed decisions. Ultimately, he said it's all about striking a balance of safety and opening up the campus to engagement.
That balance can allow us to continue to offer students that experience that we have historically, in which, they both, learn a lot, they get engaged, and ultimately, which prepares them to leave here with a sense of momentum after graduation.
Xavier is strongly recommending that all students be vaccinated, but it's not a requirement. What is a requirement, though, is that all students disclose their vaccination status so that if cases spike, university officials can make the most informed decisions as possible, and those vaccination status cards are due today.
The toll from the Haiti earthquake is climbing as relief agencies rush to help the survivors. Good evening, I'm Dwayne Pullman.
And I'm Morella Porter. The official death toll in Haiti now stands at nearly 1,300. 2,800 are injured, and those numbers are expected to climb.
Now, the focus turns to helping those struggling to survive. As Local 12's Christian Hauser shows us now, a local nonprofit is about to deliver much-needed supplies from right here in the tri-state.
Many of the survivors are being forced into shelters in the streets, even soccer fields, with the few belongings they were able to save. Matthew 25 Ministries here behind me in Blue Ash is already working to send needed supplies to try and help.
Our team will go in kind of maybe tomorrow or the next day to start taking food and supplies in. And then also our medical team will start assisting in the people that have been impacted by the terrible earthquake.
Matthew 25 was able to immediately start offering help because it already has a completely Haitian-run team of doctors and nurses already in the country.
What's wonderful about that is they know where to go. They know how to get around very efficiently. So it does speed up helping people a considerable amount.
The nonprofit is putting a call out to the community for donations because it's just too early to tell how long these relief efforts will be needed.
They can give supplies, drop donations off of like first aid, cleaning supplies, because they're going to need that for months, if not years to come. Or they can volunteer at Matthew 25. And if they can't do any of those, they can say a prayer.
And as rescuers race to find survivors, Tropical Storm Grace is bearing down. The storm packs the potential for torrential rains, flooding, and landslides, and it's expected to make landfall in the next 24 to 36 hours. Everyone on the island is hoping that it doesn't cause even more damage. In Blue Ash, Christian Hauser, Local 12 News.
A world-class tennis player is also pledging to help. Naomi Osaka, the #2 women's tennis star in the world, says she will donate any and all of her earnings from this week's Western and Southern Open in Mason to the Haitian relief efforts. Community continues to give a local family strength. Their teenage son was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in June and died last month. Today, hundreds honored the high school athlete at a memorial softball tournament in his name. Local 12's Alexa Helwig shows us what the day meant for his family and teammates.
Jennifer Gabbard is stepping up to the plate.
Coping, trying to be okay, trying to stay busy.
With a swing and a hit, helping her remember how much her son Brady loved the game.
He was most comfortable on the field, and I think he's right here with us today.
In June, 15-year-old Brady was diagnosed with stage 4 renal cell carcinoma. 2 weeks later, the cancer took a lasting toll on his body.
I was right there next to him when he went in my arms. Yeah.
Fields in Lawrenceburg were filled with excitement and laughter because two major parts of Brady's life were football and baseball. Caden Baker met him on the field.
You're missing one teammate today.
One teammate. Brady.
Brady's travel baseball team, along with more than 20 other teams, are playing in his first Memorial softball tournament.
This morning we talked about him, obviously said today's for him, and moving forward, we're always playing for number 28.
The tournament was planned to help pay for Brady's treatment, but after he passed, it turned into a fund for future scholarships. And Lawrenceburg keeps stepping up in a big way.
It's awesome knowing that he has made such an impact, unfortunately, with such a bad thing happening, but he's really brought this community together in a good way.